Everything's going to be great. Everybody on Instagram, I'm just making a setting right here. I want to do a little thing. Let's add a little effect here to make the guitar just a bit louder. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Is that? So we can start off with a bit of a jam. Louder. Oh, ooh. I can hear myself. That's what I'm talking about. That's not good. Is that? I have my YouTube open. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the live. We are live. Let's take a look at Twitch. Make sure everything is good. Instagram. Head off Instagram. Head off to any of the other platforms. Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. You know how it is. And let's see over there. Taking a look at Twitch. Doesn't need restarting. Fantastic. We're gonna start the show off in just a bit. So I hope you guys are getting situated, getting comfortable. Everybody. Oh, I put the wrong effect. That's actually funny. That sounds really groovy. Woo! I put the wrong effect, but it came out pretty good, right? I don't know. That sounds kind of groovy. This sounds like the Ninja Turtles soundtrack. I don't know if you guys ever played Ninja Turtles on the Nintendo Entertainment System. This sounds like the goddamn water level. This is the water level on the Ninja Turtles game. Nice. But let me get rid of that effect because that's not what we're going for. Although it sounds groovy as hell, let me tell you. There we go. Woo! Welcome from New York, Stacy Sultsnova. Sorry about that. Eli Nassif. The best part of the day is on, my man. I hope you guys are excited today. We were going to be joined by Godfrey today, but he's not feeling well, so it's going to be us. It's going to be you are the special guest. Also, I do have a special guest that I'm going to bring on, but I'm going to keep it as a surprise. You're not going to want to miss this. She was pretty surprised when I told her a minute before the show. So don't go anywhere. Just jamming out. Finally, I'm not incredibly bored. What's up, the Zucka? Kathy MCC joining us from Twitch. How's it going? Eden Ray, how you doing? Good morning. Mortanius. Beautiful. Amazing story on Instagram. Thank you, Edikovic. People on Instagram, get off Instagram and join us on the other platforms. It's going to be a beautiful day, man. You guys got to come in. How about we put a backing track and play some delicious tunes to our music? You know what I'm saying? The theme song for this channel. I got to change this one day, but you guys still enjoy it, so we got to bring it in. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, everybody. Chill out. We're about to start. We're gonna have a good time. The follow is stuck on the headbanging. I'm gonna leave it there. I can tab out of that, but I love it because it's going with the music. You guys ready to start the show? Everybody's coming in from everywhere. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got a great show today, man. I'm excited. We always got a great show together. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a good time with all of you right here. I'm going to tab back into the thing. Although I love the Wayne's World. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Get situated, everybody. We're about to start in just a bit. Last time we jammed out to a wicked tune. Was this it? I don't know if this was it. Hold on, let me see. I think this was the tune. No, that's the that's the metal tune that we made. That was a lot of fun. What is this one? I have so many tracks. Oh, this one was nice. This was a good time, right? That's the scale right there. I lost the scale. There we go. All right, guys. You ready to start the show? I'm ready. We got a good show today, man. It's going to be a good time. So we were supposed to be joined by the one and the only Godfrey. Godfrey Danchima. Thank you, Moschino, for the subscription. I appreciate it. You sound eerily similar to that fashion brand, Moschino Duty, something like that. I don't know what it is. Anyways, so we were supposed to be joined by the one, the only Godfrey today. He's unfortunately not feeling too well. So, we wish him a speedy recovery. But I hope that you guys will suffice with me and you today. We're going to do the usual thing. We're going to take callers in place of the special guest. I have a special guest to me that I'm going to bring onto the show. Because it's going to be funny, no preparation whatsoever. It's going to be an absolute good time. So I hope you guys will join us. I didn't load our beautiful song here in the background for decoration and the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and bring that in. So today on the show, we're going to have everybody here. It's going to be a good time. And we're really going to focus on us together. Caesar Slayman, how's it going? Mortanius, get well, Godfrey, indeed. No, it's not the Rona. He doesn't have the Rona, for everybody asking. It's not the Rona. He ain't got the coronavirus. He's good. He's not got the coronavirus. That's definitely not it. Just not feeling 100% himself. So we wish him a speedy recovery. He felt bad. He's like, I don't know. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's all good. All right, guys, let's get started, man. Let's take a look right here at everybody. Say hello to you guys in the chat section properly. I got a bit carried away, as I do with the music. I have too much fun, man, with that stuff. The weather is great in Los Angeles. Indeed, it is. Stay safe, Nemr. You look good. I love the shirt. Nat Zlotnik, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm a big fan of this shirt. A lot of people who see me traveling around the world, I wear these shirts a lot because they last. They don't need ironing. And I can like scrunch them up if I'm in a hurry. Just throw them in a bag off to the airport. So I love these things. Sweden in the house. Peter, welcome. How's it going? My sister Maria. Salutations across the nations. Where is the hat? I don't need it anymore. My hair is returning to glory after I cut it myself. You see, I made my own haircut. And it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. So yes, I'm doing good. Mahdi Al-Ajami, how are you? Snow showers for New York tomorrow. Oh my goodness. It's going to be raining in New York? What? What is going on? Nemr, you must play a guitar duet with Santana. Yeah, sure. That's going to happen. That's going to happen for sure. Oh my goodness. Miss watching lives during finals weeks. My man, Hamoud Joker, I hope you are doing well. Vanessa Khattar in the chat section. That's my girlfriend. Hi, baby. I'm going to, because Godfrey basically, at the last minute and the 12th hour, basically couldn't make the show. I called up my girlfriend and I said, guess what, babe? She said, what? I said, you're going to be our special guest today. And she's like, But I was serious. So, babe, get ready because I'm calling you in like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put you here on the Skype video. Let the peoples get to know you in the flesh. And then I'm going to bust your balls like we do on an everyday basis. And we're going to have a good time. It would be an honor for Santana to play with you. That's Dragon Hex shouting out the Nemr. You know what I'm saying? But no, let's all be honest. It would be an honor for me. Carlos Santana gave me one of my favorite pun jokes. I'm not a father. I don't have a kid, but this proves that I'm ready. This joke, I didn't have a car at one point in time in my life. And somebody said, can you meet me at this place? And I said, I can't. They said, why not? I said, because I'm Carlos Santana. Anyways, moving on. The internet in Lebanon is so slow. Mahdi Al-Azami, if you download Twitch on your phone, the Twitch app will allow you to watch the podcast, comment, join in on everything in audio-only mode. So that's why I advise everybody with a slow internet connection or who doesn't want to use too much bandwidth to go to Twitch. Download Twitch on your phone, twitch.tv. The channel is Nemr Comedy, and you can enjoy it that way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's loving the Carlos Santana. Good. I'm glad. All right. Who's your favorite guitarist is a man by the name of Chuck Skuldner. Of course, he's actually pronounced Chuck Skuldiner, but I don't say that because it just sounds really weird, but that's actually how he's supposed to, his name is, but he's probably my favorite guitarist of death. May he rest in peace. Ironic to say he's the guitarist of death and he's dead, but I guess you know what? That's a guy who puts his money where his mouth is. Passed away due to brain cancer, sadly. Your guest is a legend today. Khalil Atiye, 100%. It's freezing here in Sydney. Is it getting cold now? Is it like winter? Schuldiner. Mortanius is correcting me. Sounds even worse. Hairless Santana. Chest hairless Santana. I'm loving your comments, man. This is so good. Carla Nakad, welcome to the stream. Thank you, Muhammad Saad. If you're into metal music, you know who Chuck Schuldiner is. If you're not, it's, it is what it is. He's an absolute legend. So yeah, today, let's get the show started. Let's get on the road. Today, I want to talk about something that's very dear to my heart. And once again, before, now that we're starting officially, I just want to remind everybody that today... What the fuck was that noise? Did you hear that? Okay. I don't know what's happening. I think somebody just got murdered. So, yeah. That's pretty much how it is. Okay. El Sasha, thanks for the follow on Twitch. That sound threw me off. That scared me, man. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but that was like, that just came straight into my soul. Yeah, you heard that, right? Isn't that crazy? Sounds like a forklift, but it came from here. This is why it's confusing to me, because you got to know something. There's a construction site. Halim Lahoud, how's it going? Thanks for the follow. There's a construction site in this direction, which is why people ask me, Nemr, why in this room? First of all, I like the wood in the background. It looks dope. Oh, and I forgot to turn on the blue lights. I put these blue LEDs and shit. They look pretty dope. Check it out. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Turn it off. Turn it on. Right? So I like this because there's the wood and stuff, but also... the main problem is there's a construction site right there, and they are just, this is the funniest thing. They will start at 7 a.m. They're not allowed to start work until 7 a.m. But they come and they park at 6 in the morning, and they have conversations right outside my house. Like, oh my God, and then at 7, they just start like, just making all the noise from 7 a.m. to 8 in the morning, all the noise you can imagine, and then they stop. It's like they bring in all the trucks. And the thing is, the driveway that they back into to do the construction is this big. It's like 3 meters long, okay? They get a Bobcat or whatever, and every time this goddamn machine has to back up, every goddamn time that it backs up, it's the same beep, 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 beep. Every single time that it backs up, we have the same issue. It just beeps, and it's just unreal, man. And it's just like, it's nonstop. And the thing is, if the sound was like constant, right? If it was beeping all the time, all right, cool. That's fine. It's beeping nonstop. You can get used to it and kind of filter it out with your brain power. But it goes beep, beep, and then it stops because he moves forward. And then he like takes a bite out of a sandwich and then reverses. It's the worst. Anywho, this is my life at the moment. This is my struggle. This is my truth. I want to speak my truth. Let me take a look here. Make sure everything. Okay, we have Ecamm. So I want to talk about something very important to me today, and that's, should you give your kid a phone? I want to talk about this, okay? Should you give your kid a phone? And when I say kid, I don't mean if you're like 63 years old and your kid is 30 years old, okay? First of all, no, the answer is no. You shouldn't be getting them a phone. They should get their own phone. They should get you a phone, okay? But here's what I want to say, okay? Should you get your kid a phone? The reason that I'm thinking about this and that it was on my mind today is my young cousin reached out to me on their phone and said, I have a phone right now, and this is my number, and he's 6. So I asked him, I said, are you going to school in the Netherlands because your parents need to keep up with you? Why do you have a phone? This is what perplexes me, okay? And I don't want people to think I'm advocating that you shouldn't give your kids technology. You should just not give them a goddamn phone when they're like 6 years old, man, or 7 or 8. Why are you giving your kid a phone? What are they, a drug dealer? Why do they need a phone? They're going to school and then they're coming back from school. And that's it. Like that's all they're doing. Like why do you need a phone? Because the parents say, we need the phone to keep in touch with them in case there's an emergency. Yo, I'm not a boomer yet. I'm on my way. I'm an ancient millennial is what I am, okay? I came up during wars and shit. There were war, okay? You'd go to school, then a war would break out, and the bus driver would have to navigate bombs and shit. Didn't have a phone, right? Parents expected you to survive. It was a selection of the natural selection, right? Survival of the fittest. If you couldn't make it back from school because of a few bombs, I mean, what kind of kid are you? So coming up in that environment for me, it was never a kind of a thing. Mahmoud Tabakh, thanks so much. It was never a kind of a thing that we needed. But now everybody's like, they're panicking because what if my kid, there's an emergency and they get in touch with me? If they need to get in touch with you, they can. If they need to, if there's an emergency, they will. Somebody with a phone will be around them, an adult or something. And the bottom line is the reason you don't want to give your kid a phone. Really, I think to myself when I get older and I get kids, when would I give them a phone? I didn't have a phone until I was 17, on the cusp of 18. My father made me work, and I worked and I got some money, and I went to a bank called the National Bank of Kuwait. And if you make a deposit and open up a bank account, this was in 1999 or 2000, something like that, they will give you a free phone in a line. That was like their incentive. So my dad didn't even buy me a phone. He's just like, if you work and you have $500, you can open up an account. They give you a phone for free. So I went and I got it. It was called a Motorola Talkabout, the most complex device on the face of the planet. If you got a missed call, you needed a PhD in advanced engineering just to figure out who the fuck called you on the phone. It was the most insane thing. And I used to have it in my belt. Like I'd have a case with the phone in the belt, like a foreman on a job construction site. So, I was getting all the ladies. Ladies would just see me and they'd be like, look at that man. He looks like he could organize responsibility. I'm going to have his children. This is called sarcasm. Anyway, so that was my first phone. And I think that was the only reason, because I was at university and I was working. My dad and I had a family business, so obviously it was work. That's why I got a phone. Today, if you give your kid a phone, why should you not give your kid a phone? Reason number one. You give your kid a phone, porn, man. It's too close. You're giving them a gateway to seeing that fucked up shit online, and you can't regulate it. You know what I'm saying? It's getting into that vanity culture. Take a look at us right now. I avoid social networks. I just go on my social networks, do my thing, and reply to everybody. And now I'm moving everybody to WhatsApp. Like, I'm adamant about this because I just don't want to look at social networks anymore. That's the number. Send me your name and city. Add me on WhatsApp. I just don't want to look. We wake up, we go on Instagram. Everybody's happy. Everybody's motivated. It's not true. None of it's true. Nobody lives like that. Nobody is making money. It's all bullshit. Everybody's flexing on everyone. It's the most vain shit I've ever seen. And if you're a kid and you're looking at that, and for you see a ton of followers because somebody showed their ass, or a ton of followers because somebody's slutting themselves off, or a ton of followers because they got cars and bitches and drugs and what, you're just reinforcing on an early mind that this is what success means. So no, fuck that. Get that out, right? But then again, what about technology? Don't you need your kid to have access to technology? Yes, you do. So you do what we did when we were growing up. You get your kid a PC, a desktop computer that you put in your room. You know what I'm saying? Not in the kids' room. I'm talking about young kids, right? You put it in your room, in the parents' room, so you can annoy the shit out of your children if they want to play games. And you buy them a PC. Doesn't matter if you have money or not, okay? If you have a shit ton of money, you still get them a mid-level PC, okay? A mid-level PC, because they need to feel the struggle. They need to know the anxiety of running a game but not knowing if it's actually going to run. You get what I'm saying? So you got to give them that sense of anxiety, that sense of they could always, when you grow up, you have something to look forward to, better graphics. Get them a 9 series NVIDIA card, you know? Don't kill them, but don't give them everything, you know? And put the computer in your room so that you can see what the hell they're doing and what they're seeing. And do that parent thing where you go to them like, hey, if you're good, you can use the computer for 2 hours. Some asinine thing. And create memories with your kid. Call the computer a TV. Never call it a computer. Infuriate your child by telling him to turn off the television while he's sitting on the computer or she's sitting on the computer. Do it, man. Do it. It's going to make them so happy. You know what I'm saying? Say stuff like that. Act confused. Tell them you don't understand the interwebs. Use these words. Take in the joy of being a parent, but make sure that they have the computer there, because the most important language you can teach your kid, Tamatanga 1984, thanks for the follow. The most important the most important language you can teach your kid it isn't English, it isn't French, it isn't Swahili, it isn't Spanish, it isn't Chinese. The most important language that you need to teach your kid is a programming language. Python, C++. I don't know why more people aren't talking about this. There's always these weird debates like, should they learn French? Should they learn English? China is one of the biggest Learn a programming language. First of all, that shit is universal. You don't have Chinese code and American code and whatever. It's a code. You got to learn the code, right? That way they can get into cryptocurrencies young, know about that stuff, because all the economies are going to collapse in one day. So that's the new world age. You know what I'm saying? Get them into coding, so that they can create software and release their dependency on other people to do shit for them. If they get comfortable with the computer, then they'll be able to do things for themselves. They won't need a graphic designer to do stuff or a coder to do stuff for them. So teach them that language, in addition to one primarily human language. But don't put a phone in their hand, because if you put a phone in their hand, then you're just giving them access to some really vile stuff. And at the same time, you're telling them, if you want something, I'm going to get it for you. Life doesn't work that way, man. And I know what I'm about to say sounds boomerish. It was just how I raised. You got to make sure that they struggle. You got to make sure that your kids feel the struggle. If they got a phone at a young age, it's not a privilege. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them a phone. Don't give them a phone. Make sure that your kid feels suffering and pain. Make sure your kid sees all his or her friends at school with phones and their hair done up, and they're looking good, and they're on TikTok at 13, singing duets with a 50-year-old man. And that's okay, apparently, because they're getting likes. And they see that, and they're envious. If only my parents would give me a phone, then I could be like my 13-year-old friend, Michelle. Some people call her a pedophile baiting slut. I just call her Michelle because she's my friend. You see, in that age, kids don't have judgment. That's the whole point of why you're supposed to raise them. So yeah, give them responsibility. Like, you can go online, but you got to be involved in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, if you're a single parent and you're working until the evening, get your kid a phone, man. But be involved. I'm not saying under no circumstance. But if you're 2 parents at home, you got your life pretty much put together, you got things going on, why are you getting your kid a phone? You're supposed to be involved in your kid. Don't give them a gateway to do their own shit. Those are the heavens agreeing with me. An angel just cried of joy. Did you hear that? The angels were like, finally a messenger is bringing forward a message to the people. Plus, the world is a terrible place, man. Do you really want online culture to be infused with your child, or technology to be fused with your child? Technology. You want to get them used to technology. And make sure that you always don't. This is what my dad used to do. my dad would make me take apart my PC and then put it back together. He'd be like, take it all apart and then figure out how it gets put back together. Since you want to play on it, you can play on it once you put it back together. We take the whole thing apart, and then I didn't know what the hell I was doing. We had a dial-up connection on a US Robotics modem, if anybody even remembers that brand name. You'd have a phone line connected to it, like a hard line. It would make the weirdest, like, you'd wait for it to connect. So you couldn't really go online for sources. There wasn't Linus Tech Tips to help me out. So you just have to figure it out. You know, my mom would give me like newspaper things and tell me, type this out, make it look the same as it does in this newspaper. And then you can play, right? And for me, I was just happy to be around the computer. And I do that. I learned Excel and Word and all that shit when I was really young because of stuff like that. Challenge your kids, man, with online. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way. Pa Salute. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. You got to make sure that your kids struggle. You know what I'm saying? Now, some people might argue you got to beat your children. Teach them about the slap that is life. And you don't have to. That's not true. That's not true. You don't have to. I really miss performing on stage, man, because I have this whole bit in my last show, The Future Is Now. Probably a bunch of you in the comments have seen it because I did tour it for a while before this all came to a screeching halt. We did Future Is Now. I had a bit about why you should beat your children. And it was fucking hilarious. But I think some people took it seriously and then they were like, you shouldn't be advocating for child abuse. And I say clearly in the show, I don't mean child abuse. I just mean elevating it from child abuse to discipline. I'm thinking of putting out my comedy online because of everything going on. My touring is over. Everything's messed up. Mike Butros on Instagram. Thanks for coming in on New York City. But Mike, you're on Instagram, and I'm very happy to have you. But you're supposed to be with us on all the other platforms. So join us. Check out the pinned comment, okay? So I'm thinking of putting my comedy all online. Love Isn't the Answer, Victoria's Secret, Epic, and The Future Is Now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tour it. I'm going to wait a few months. If it's over, I have a new show already. I guess I'm going to put it out online too. That's all going to come out soon. The thing is, had I not had that love of technology instilled in me when I was a kid, I wouldn't be able to edit my specials, film them, put everything out. Here's the thing, man. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not a supported comedian, okay? I don't have any TV deals. The industry doesn't really like me for whatever reason. I have no idea why. I'm not marketable, I guess. When I was in the Middle East, I boycotted media because it was so political and religious. So I kind of shot myself in the foot there. And then I'm here in America. I mean, let's face it. I'm not famous yet here in the US. I'm very famous as a comedian, but I'm not famous as just a personality. So really, why would you spend any networking on me? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you're a network, why should I prop this guy up, right? I'm not in the industry. I don't rub elbows and shoulders with famous people. I got into stand-up comedy so I don't have to kiss ass. I want to speak my mind. I want to connect with people like you, and that's what I do, right? So I'm not famous. So I'm not able to command a comedy special to be filmed by a famous director or to be edited by a famous editor or to be put on a platform and marketed by a massive behemoth of a company. So I got to do it myself. If I didn't know how to do this stuff myself, I wouldn't be able to be here today, right? If I didn't know how to connect all of this stuff together, we wouldn't have a podcast today. I had to learn all of this shit for various reasons because when I first started doing stand-up, I filmed my first special. I hired a company. I brought them in, they filmed it, and then I went and took it to get edited, and the guy who edited it did a horrible job. My first comedy special, This Is Why I'm Hot. So I went ahead and I removed it, right? I went and redid it. I filmed it myself. I ingested the footage. I learned how to edit on Final Cut on Adobe Premiere at the time, and I re-edited it and then released it online. But I hated the sound of it. I didn't like the way it sounded. So before I released it, I went and I started learning sound engineering. And then I realized how to mix comedy or live shows. So I mixed the show myself. And then I hired a film crew for my next special, Eye of the Tiger. And then they filmed it, but they had a crane shot that I paid a lot of money for. And they forgot to clean the lens. And the crane was behind me. So when it would dip to get an epic crowd shot, the light would refract and you'd see spit all over the goddamn lens and dirt and grime. So I was like, God damn it. There was a director and everything. He didn't notice it. So I was like, I guess I have to learn how to direct my own stuff now. So I learned directing. I learned editing. I learned about cameras. I bought my first camera was a Canon 7D. Then I got a 5D Mark II, and then we started experimenting with C300s and Blackmagic cameras and ARRI cameras and everything along the line. But it started out there. I learned about everything to do with the camera, right? What is aperture, ISO, how to control different looks and settings. So then I did my third special, my third comedy special show was a show called Epic, which I filmed. Not me, I hired the crew, but I directed it, and we filmed 6 shows. I edited it, did the sound, did the color grading myself. I had to learn how to color grade because I hired a color grading company, paid them $5,400. I'll never forget the number because I was so broke, and that was pretty much all I had in savings, and they did a terrible job. So I learned how to color grade, and I did it myself. And then I released it. Then I got a copyright strike because I used some music in it. So then I had to learn how to I already knew how to play guitar, but I had to learn how to produce music properly. So I started doing this. So over my career of 20 years, I just picked up skill after skill after skill after skill. And that's because of my love of technology. Then when I came to America here, I was a household name in the Middle East. I was crushing it over there. I used everything I learned to crush it in the market here. I've only been here since 2015. And in the past 5 years, I've done some incredible things that I'm super proud of. I got a Showtime special. I'm so proud of that. Toured the United States 3 times in part of the world tour. Sold out almost everywhere I went. Marketing, owned it, learned how to do it myself. Everything, owned it, learned how to do it myself. Right? Because I had to. When I did the Showtime special, I'm Lebanese, man. I'm so proud of where I'm from. And I'm so pissed off with the way people talk about Arabs and Lebanese people like we're some kind of third world country or like we're not in the times when it is the most beautiful country in the world. One of the most beautiful countries in the world, right? It was amazing. Thank you, Kathy. It was an amazing, amazing country. It still is. And I wanted to show it to the world. And I was so tired when I was touring the US, people would be like talking to me like, oh, you're Muslim? Not that I mind being called Muslim. Muslim, Christian doesn't make a difference to me. But that they would equate Arab with a religion pissed me off because it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Christian, or Jewish. Being from the Middle East doesn't mean your religion. It means your culture, right? And I wanted people to understand the culture, the numbers that they use, 0, 1, 2, the Arabic numerals, the mathematics, the contributions we've done through science, the discoveries through the culture, the poetry, the award-winning authors from Gibran Khalil Gibran to Najib Mahfouz in Egypt to Fit Yusuf Awad, all of these incredible things. How could you get people to discover this? And why did I want them to discover it? Not because I wanted Lebanon to be recognized, because the world's missing out. If you don't realize how much you have to gain from other cultures, you're missing out and the world isn't going to be as good a place. So when I wanted to do my comedy special, No Bombing in Beirut, I had this vision. I was like, I can prove in one fell sweep how similar we are as a people all over the world. If I film the comedy special in Beirut and I film it in Los Angeles in front of 2 massive audiences, in Beirut it was 5,000 people, in Los Angeles it was 2,000 people. If I film it in front of these 2 crowds, but I wear the same outfit, we direct it so that the lighting and everything, we get a good DOP, is the same in both countries. And I wear the same outfit. If I can cut between the 2 shows mid-joke, because here's one thing about jokes. When you tell a joke, it flows and the energy has to be the same. The energy has to be the same or the joke dies. If I can cut between the 2 places, mid-joke, back and forth, and you, the viewer, don't realize there's been a cut, then I've just proven that the world is a lot closer than we've been led to believe. If I can keep the energy the same with 2 shows on 2 different days, in 2 different regions of the world that people thought had nothing in common, and I took it a step further, I did that without saying specifically that this is cutting between 2 shows. At 55 minutes, I split the screen and I show the 2 places. Me talking in Lebanon, Los Angeles reacting, me talking in LA, Lebanon reacting. And a lot of people are like, holy shit, we've been watching a comedy special in 2 places this entire time? Because my objective wasn't to show off that I'm in 2 places or I can sell out in multiple countries. My objective was to show off how similar we all are as human beings, because comedy can unite all of us. And when I pitched this to my previous management, as an idea. They said, nobody gives a shit about Lebanon. They don't care. Just film it in Los Angeles. Nobody's going to fund it. If we go and we pitch this, nobody's going to give you the money. No network is going to give you the money to do this. Because who cares about Lebanon? They didn't have the vision, right? I said, it's not about Lebanon. It's about showing the world that we're all the same. It's about making progress as a human race. Nobody cares. Costs too much money. Nobody's going to want to film it. So I filmed it myself. I had all my savings. I sunk them into that special because I wanted to do something to give back to the place I came from and to the world, because I come from the world. So I filmed it myself. I paid for the entire thing. We filmed it and I sat down and I edited it. I edited that special while I was on my second tour. I would have a second small screen in my bag when I traveled, and my MacBook Pro, and I'd be in hotel rooms, on airplanes, and I'd be editing on this small screen. I edited the Showtime special. And then I took it to a company called Roush Media here, who turned out to be one of the nicest people and really the only person I can rely on. And we color graded it as if it was sold. I spent a fortune on that special. I did the audio mix myself, and then I took it to a professional place, and we did it mixed 5.1 if it was to go to a big network. And then I gave it to my management. It was done. I was like, here it is. Give this to Showtime. Give this to these different networks. And we got the order for it the next day. And Showtime took the special and ran with it, and it was a huge thing for me. I couldn't have done that if I didn't know how to do everything that I knew how to do, because nobody believed in me. So when it comes down to it, the more you have to rely on people in the supply chain of your success, the more liable you are to losing, because somebody might fail you. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So I was able to do all of that because I was a finance student. I had good cash flow management. I managed to sink all of my savings into it, but not go broke, right? Because of my directing, my computer skills, I was able to edit it and color grade it and put it together. I knew how to direct something that was so complex, a comedy special in two different places, making it feel the same, the crowd cuts, the whole thing. That wasn't easy. The sound design of making it sound like it's in the same place where you have a hangar in Beirut and a theater in Los Angeles. All of that after years and years of experience. So to loop back, victories like that could be your kids' victories if you do what my parents did to me. Make sure you're self-reliant from a young age. When you give your kid a phone, you're giving them simplicity. But if you give your kid a computer and challenges, you're giving them a lifetime of skill. And the more you put into their mind when they're young, dude, I used to love computer programming as a kid. I knew QBasic, which is a very basic programming language, but it establishes the building blocks, if then else statements, etc. Very important. So it doesn't have to be something complex, just to get them a taste of it, right? Don't go all French on your kids. The French education system, they go nuclear, man. It's J-Cube, thanks for the follow. They go nuclear. They go so hard on the kid. They're like, you want to learn programming? C++, advanced C++, SQL Server, Python, Java, the whole thing. No, teach them just a bit. Give them a taste for it, and then let them run with it. Then I bought a book called Sam's Teach Yourself SQL in 21 days. And I learned it in like 10 days. And I started doing database programming and stuff like that. And it helped me. All of this helped me. The logic of it helped me. The ability to organize spreadsheets from a young age helped me organize my life. Don't give them a phone. Give them a computer and hardship. That's what you got to do to your kid. Give them a computer and make their life miserable. Be a good parent. If your kid doesn't hate you when they're growing up, why do you have kids? Your kid has to despise the ground you walk on. Then you know you're a good parent. That's how you do it, man. You got to know that to be a good parent, you got to make your kids hate you, at least for a bit. They got to rebel against you. If your kid isn't listening to heavy metal and wearing weird makeup and saying things like, I hate you, you know, those kind of outbursts, if they're not doing that, you're not being a good parent. You know? You got to make sure they slam the door a few times, and then you got to go in and drill the door off the hinges. And they say, I hate this. I can't wait till I leave this house. And you say, well, until you leave the house, you're in my house, and these are my rules. And that's how you do it, man. So that when they grow up and they realize that you're a really dope person and they love you, they have a story to tell their kids. Because if you don't do that to your kids now, how are your kids going to make their kids' lives miserable? You're hurting your grandchildren. You got to give your kids a tough life so that when they're with when your grandchildren, their kids, and their kids say, you're the worst parent ever, they turn around and say, you think I'm the worst parent? You should have seen my parents. And then you can start doing those great stories. You know what I'm saying? Like my mother, she was cooking and I came in and I said, I made a fart. So she grabbed the whole pot, the tanjara, and threw it at my face, and I am now paralyzed in my left ear. Wonderful. Now, paralyzed in your left ear, is that a thing? I mean, can you move your left ear? Your kid can't call you a liar. Mom, Dad, that's a lie. You can't be paralyzed in your left ear. You slap them. You calling me liar? Immediately. Now, do you have to have this accent when you're talking and disciplining your children? Yes. You can talk like me, but when the discipline hammer has to come down, you must fit. You come here. I will talk to you. What? I don't what? Now, don't hit your kid, right? Just like threaten. Just be like, you got to come in with the aggression. Just so that your kids feel loved. Because let me ask you this, man, everybody in the comment section. When you're, and I'm sure a bunch of you got beaten, and I talk about this in my comedy special. When your parents would beat you, what would they say? I do this because I love you. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. I do this because I love you. 5 minutes later, your mom starts crying. Look what you made me do. Now you feel bad for having put your mother through the trauma of beating you. Then your dad comes home in the evening, sees your mom crying. Why is she crying? And starts beating you. It's an endless expression of love. So all I'm saying is show your kids that you love them, man. Just do it. And then when you're shouting at your kids, cuss yourself out. Right? In Arabic, we have sayings like, Yilan abuk. My dad used to be like, Yilan abuk, which means, may your father be cursed. But that's my father saying it. So there's only two conclusions. Either my father is hating on himself, or that's not my father. And I'm adopted, which means he could get rid of me at any point in time. There's no legal obligation. Double threat, very powerful. Because if you're dealing with a man who's willing to sink his own ship just to teach you a lesson, that's terrifying. And if the other alternative is that he could get rid of you because you're not really his kid, that's also terrifying. That's a powerful thing. Mothers do the same thing. They cuss themselves out. They cuss out religion. They call you an animal. They call you a son of a bitch. Ya ibn al-kalb in Arabic culture. Son of a dog. Son of a bitch. Your own mom. Your dad might say that by accident. Then there's a whole other argument. You get to watch your parents do Mortal Kombat later on in the evening. And that's not a sexual reference. That's watching your father, the most powerful man in the world, get completely destroyed by your mother, who dismantles him psychologically, step by step. But it doesn't give you the confidence to actually be able to think your dad is weak because you saw what happened. And now you're just terrified of your mom. And you're like, man, sticks and stones may break my bones, but my mom's words are going to fuck me up for life and I'm going to need therapy. So I'm going to stay home and shut up. So basically what I'm trying to say is love your kids, make them suffer, buy them a PC. And that's the end of my beautiful message to all of you beautiful people here today. We have a massive audience today. I don't know how you guys feel about this. Before I bring on our special guest on Skype, I just want to take a look at your comments right now because I kind of got into it and I didn't really pay attention to what you guys are writing. So it's very possible that I may have said some things that offended some people, in which case I hope that's not the case. By the way, how's the connection going out to all of you guys? Are you on all platforms? Is everything clear? Is there any kind of, cutting out of the signal or anything? Or are we all good? Let me know, just to make sure. Mokrino, where to find your old specials? So in a week or two, I'd say 2 weeks, I'm going to have all my specials available. I'm going to be selling some, and others I'm going to be putting online for free and selling if you want to buy them. There's going to be an explanation for why I'm doing it that way, and I'll explain it at the time, but I'm going to be releasing a bunch of stuff. And it's a digital world. People are going to take them and spread them around, whatever. So mainly selling it out is just, if you want to support $5, you can buy the full comedy special. You can watch it online on YouTube in clips, or you can just call your friend up and be like, here's a buck, here's a buck, here's a buck. You go buy it, send it to all of us. Have fun with it, goddammit. It's comedy. Connection is good so far. Facebook is good. We good. Twitch is good. Thank you, everybody. then I believe I can proceed with jurisprudence and bring our special guest if she answers. I don't know if she's going to answer, people. And we're going to have a special guest for a bit, and then we're going to take your phone calls. So don't go anywhere, because that's coming up, which, by the way, the phone calls have been absolutely hilarious. So let's do the Skype video, see what happens. By the way, this special guest is in Lebanon, so there's a good chance the connection sucks.
Hello?
Hi.
Wait.
Yes.
Hi.
Babe, you're upside down. Your orientation.
What?
Yes, there you go.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's perfect. Everybody, our special guest today is my girlfriend, Vanessa, who you know
and
from...
today, and the number of viewers skyrocketing.
The number of viewers is skyrocketing because word got out, babe. They're like, oh, Vanessa's online, so finally we're going to have something really nice to look at.
Of course.
Of course.
That's all I can give.
That's all you can give. Yes. No, you can give much more than that. Should I turn on the comments on this video? Should I do that? What do you think, babe?
Yes.
Yes, I should.
You should.
I should put it on the screen. Guys, I'm gonna put your comments on the screen. I do want to let you know that this is my girlfriend. Anybody says anything messed up, we got the moderators inside. The ban hammer is gonna come down quickly. But I want to have fun. I want to make this an interactive thing between me, Vanessa, and the comment section. I was gonna say the commentators. So let me just bring that up 1 second right here. How do I do this?
But I cannot look at it. Wait, just give me a second.
That's what she said. Baby, you said it. I'm just a messenger here, you know?
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me make the chat bigger. Let me make the chat bigger. Vanessa, where are you joining us from today?
From Beirut.
From Beirut, Lebanon. So the reason that Vanessa is with us today, by the way, for everybody wondering, is because Godfrey isn't feeling well. He was our guest for today, and basically I called Vanessa up in pretty much a panic. I was like, babe, so we have no guest. She's like, oh no, what will you do? And I said,
who are you gonna call?
And I said,
suggestions of names, like you should call this. And
yeah, she was like, why don't you call this person? I said, babe, let me make something clear. Calling any guest right now is an insult to the guest, because you're coming out and you're telling the guest, listen, this person canceled, so you're the person that's dispensable, and I'm not going to promote you. And I would never do that, because none of our guests are anything but amazing. You know?
So are you saying I'm dispensable?
So no, what I'm saying is what I'm saying is you're with me in every.
I just want to be clear.
Jesus Christ. What I'm saying is, sorry, babe, I got a bit distracted because I'm fixing the comment section. You said something?
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the part that I'm dispensable.
Did you guys see that shit? Do you see what I have to deal with? Lebanese women. All right. Vanessa, I'm not saying you're dispensable. I'm saying that you're there for me and you're always going to be in my corner, whereas all these other guests, we don't have that relationship. You know what I'm saying? And me and you, we got a whole thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Vanessa, me and you have been dating now for 33 years. So I want to ask you, and of those 33 years, we've seen each other 6 times. Okay, for everybody watching, we're in a long distance relationship, unfortunately, all the time. But recently, I made a decision, and I told Vanessa, I said, you know what I'm going to do, babe? Because she has an amazing job in Lebanon. I said, I'm going to travel to the Middle East. I'm going to travel once a month to see you because I want to support you and support your career. And then when you're done, you come over and we move and we do our whole lives together. That's what I told her. And then the coronavirus hit, and I basically came out like the best dude ever because I made this pledge, and I actually we did meet once.
And men keep their promises.
You see, so I kept my promise, but then the coronavirus came and has split us apart. Vanessa, what do you do for a living? You're our special guest, so introduce yourself to the people. What do you do?
Oh my God, should I bring out my resume?
I mean, just like what is your function professionally?
I'm a fashion designer.
Yes.
I'm a designer. I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to consult my HR.
Yeah, I don't know if you can disclose.
Manager.
Let's not disclose right now where you are.
I can. But
okay.
I'm a ready-to-wear designer at Eddie Saab.
Yes.
And yeah.
So
I just design clothes.
you're a ready-to-wear designer at Elisab, and when you first saw me, I think the first thing that came into your mind was, this is a fashion icon.
Biggest fashion icon. Like, your curves are just
You bitch. My curves? My curves?
What did you call
My curves. Okay.
Take it back.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the comment section.
Of course.
Yes, of course. So, Elisab, I've given you many ideas for Elisab, and none of them have been implemented. I think my best idea is that he opens up a branch in Los Angeles, and it's called Elisab. Now, using the pressure of the internet, everyone in the comment section, don't you think it's a great idea if Elisab was in America and he opened in Los Angeles called Elisab? Because it works.
I think it's a terrible idea.
I'm waiting to see what the comment section thinks, because
Let's look.
I'm looking right now to see Elisab. Not a brilliant idea. Is this not genius on my part? I think it is. We're looking. Elisab is genius. Thank you very much. Thank you. Like the saying. Yes. Thank you. Not really. Hamoud Joker, you're banned. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't ban him. Great idea from Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves right there is amazing.
Keanu Reeves knows the market. That's why.
Yes, he does. He is in Los Angeles. He knows the market very well. Okay. All right. Vanessa, what is your favorite movie?
I have hard question. I would say Men on Fire.
For Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Okay, now everybody knows why.
I like Denzel Washington.
Now everybody knows why. Say what now?
I like his performance.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Of course, you appreciate his thespianism.
Yes.
If you guys haven't professionalism
in front of the camera.
if you haven't seen Man on Fire, highly recommended. Vanessa, your favorite movie is Man on Fire. It's a movie about a man who goes on a tirade and breaks the bones and murders people nonstop. If me and you continue in our
wait. Yeah, true. Actually,
yeah, he does.
I got confused with Book of Eli. Yeah, no. Yeah,
no. He does. He goes and because they kidnap. His motivation is different. They kidnap a young girl who
true.
And he murders everyone. You and me are in an amazing relationship. Down the line, does this mean that I expect from you that kind of behavior if we ever have an argument, murder, bone breaking, stuff like that? Is that why you identify?
For me, no.
No?
But no, I don't think we're going to be arguing that much.
Because you're going to break my bones? Is that why?
No, because we get along so well.
Mm-hmm. She said with a threatening undertone, yes.
And we just agree to everything, and we're on the same page on a lot of things.
Yes.
And whenever we're,
Yes,
so
we are.
I think we are
because I always make sure to turn to your page. As soon as I find out what the page is, I'm like, of course, naturally.
Of course,
naturally. Here's an interesting thing about you that not many people might know. You're French educated. How would you describe your relationship with an American educated man?
Did you see my facial expression the second you said it? That should explain everything.
You're dating a man who's famous for making fun of French educated people. Are you dating me because you want to take your revenge and one day hatch a plot for the French people? Or have you managed to overlook this discrepancy on my part?
No, I did not overlook that discrepancy on your part. And sometimes it does get to me, as you may know.
Yes.
But it depends how you plug it in a conversation.
Yes.
Obviously.
This is very true.
If you want to share, you can share.
What I do want to do right now is I want to have a conversation with you in French. To show you that I am very comfortable switching between the French education and the English education, and that you have no reason to fear. These were just jokes, and I really support your culture, so to speak. So what would you like to talk about? Shall we talk about Man on Fire?
But no. si tu veux.
Okay. And we begin. Just let me get into character. 1 second. I just need to get
You're making it hard.
I need to get a bit more gay. Sorry. Just let me get into the. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me just get into.
Do you want me to get into character too?
No. You're the French women are not. No, it's the guys who are like women. Everybody knows this. French women are amazing. French men are women. This is the saying. This is how it goes. Okay, so I just need to make myself a bit pretty. What can I use here? Oh, give me 1 second.
Wait, I need to get something too.
1 second. Don't go anywhere. Yo, did you guys hear that horn? Okay, here we go. I'm back. Where'd you go? Okay, there
I'm here.
All right. I'm ready to be French. I have a wine glass, okay? But it has water in it. So before anybody thinks this show is halal, okay? This is a halal show. This is water, not wine, okay? Oh, wow, look at your sunglasses. I need sunglasses. Hold on. I'll be right back. I didn't know. I know we were going that French. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
I see Nader. Hi, Nader.
I'm back. Here we go. Hold on. I'm going to make myself super French here. So just give me a second. I found the gayest red I could find. I don't know how to tie this like a foulard, but I'm gonna do my best.
Put it to the back. Like just
and throw it
backwards.
Wait, I undid it. Hold on. This is ridiculous. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's gay. Okay. And we need glasses. I think these ones will do. I believe these are the most French glasses. Wait. Okay, so are these glasses French? Or these are all empty bottles? Okay, hold on. Yeah, these are French. Because they're like red and shit. I actually can't hear you because I don't have my headphones on. What did you say?
I have a scarf here.
Okay, and I think these glasses will do. Comment section, are these glasses good? So if I'm wearing these glasses with this thing, unbuttoned shirt, and I'm drinking wine like this, is this good? I got the pinky action.
You're perfect.
I'm perfect. Babe, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much sexier am I to you right now that I've channeled into your people?
Like, you're just very hot. I cannot resist you.
Merci beaucoup. Bonjour. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes avec... bonne soirée à vous, parce que tu es au Liban. Je suis à Los Angeles, California, les États-Unis. Les États-Unis. Je suis les États-Unis. Je suis très fier de te joindre. Nous sommes ici.
Merci de m'avoir avec vous.
Oui, bien sûr. Madame Vanessa Khattar, tu travaillais avec Ellie Difficulté.
Non, don't.
Ellie Sab. Est-ce que tu aimes le fashion? Est-ce que tu es...
J'adore le fashion.
C'est quoi le fashion pour toi?
C'est la créativité. C'est
oh là là.
L'audacité.
Oh là là. Oui, continuez s'il vous plaît.
Je ne peux pas, non.
S'il vous plaît, continuez. C'est ton mot est très inspiré. Inspiration, superbe, excellent. C'est une inspiration. C'est que sacré bleu. s'il vous plaît, continuez. Pour le mec et les filles qui joindrissent, nous sommes ici de la commentation section.
Est-ce qu'ils comprennent le français? C'est ça la question.
Je comprends comme les oiseaux qui font dans le balcon. Je comprends tout. Le foulard le foulard fait la translation de ton mot qui je ne understandais pas. Ouais. Le fashion.
Donc la vérité, oui, le fashion, c'est juste la créativité. Et pour être franche avec toi, je ne sais pas l'expliquer en français.
Pourquoi? Pourquoi?
Parce que it's deeper than just saying it in French.
Ça, c'est qui elle dit. Ça, c'est qui elle dit.
Quoi?
Ça, c'est qui elle dit.
Ça veut dire quoi?
Qu'est-ce que tu dis en anglais maintenant?
Ah, that's what she said.
Répétez. Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire? Qu'est-ce que tu dis en anglais? Tu dis...
It's deeper than that.
It's deeper than the last time.
Yeah, I got it.
Vanessa Khattar, ton meilleur film, c'est un film de Denzel Washington. Il s'appelle le film Man on Fire.
Oui.
Est-ce que tu aimes les films romantiques comme un deux wedding et funérailles avec Hugh Grant et les copains et copines?
Je crois pas que j'ai vu ce film. Mais les films romantiques,
quatre funérailles et une quatre wedding et une funéraille, tu ne vois pas?
Non, je ne crois pas que j'ai déjà vu, non.
Oui, avec Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant. Est-ce que tu aimes Hugh Grant? Est-ce que tu aimes Hugh Grant?
Oui, j'aime bien Hugh Grant, mais je ne crois pas que j'ai vu, non.
Mais c'est un film classique, c'est un film de les âges.
Je sais, mais parfois, dans le fashion industrie, t'as pas le temps à regarder tous les films que tu veux.
Est-ce que tu vois la Davil
oui, bien sûr.
Wears Prada?
Oui, bien sûr.
Est-ce que c'est un film recommandé pour le mec et les filles?
C'est un film juste à voir pour savoir un peu comment ça passe dans la fashion industry, c'est tout.
Et parce que
I know what you're gonna say.
Vanessa Khattar, est-ce que tu aimes Keanu Reeves?
Oui. Keanu Reeves, oui, je l'admire beaucoup. Spécialement celui qui est dans ton comment section.
Dans la section de commentation. Et il est dans la section commentation et Theodora de Lesseps dit « I love Miranda Priestley ». I love Miranda Priestley, c'est elle aime le Miranda et l'église.
Oui.
Est-ce que tu aimes le Miranda dans l'église? Vanessa Khattar?
Oui, elle est bien. Je crois, I think he's referring, wait, let's see. I watched it.
Pourquoi tu parlais avec dans le langue
C'est l'assistante.
Ah.
Oui, attends un peu.
OK.
Miranda.
C'est...
Oui, je crois que c'est l'assistante, non, Miranda Priestley, c'est ça?
Ben,
I forgot the name. Je ne me rappelle pas des noms.
Je ne connais pas.
C'est pas un truc que je vais me rappeler.
Tu
n'as pas vu le Devil Wears Prada?
Le Devil et habillons le Prada.
Le diable.
Est-ce que tu aimes la Tortue Ninja?
Ok, My Connection. Oui, j'adore la Tortue Ninja.
Bravo! Tu restes ici.
Oui. Oui. Juste pour toi. Tu restes ici.
Okay, that ends our French section. Babe, what did you think?
Please.
What did you think?
You stressed me out. That's what I thought about
I stressed you because my French was impeccable.
Yeah, of course.
It blew your mind. Nice sunglasses, by the way.
Thank you.
Vanessa, would you like to...
They're French.
They're French, naturally, which is the best. Vanessa Khattar, would you like to give anybody in the world right now relationship advice? Let's do a quick question about that. If there was one tip that you had to give somebody to making a relationship last, since you are the perfect woman.
Whenever they're giving their opinion, just nod and smile.
That's actually my advice too.
Don't give your...
By the way, me and you would be a great fans of heavy metal because we do both of that. We do that a lot, both of us. We're always like...
Yeah, don't give your opinion. Just like, insulting French educated people. Yeah, you're right. Insulting whatever it is in front of them. Of course.
Babe, your dog's penis is in the back of the camera. Right behind you.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I swear. He's standing. He's right behind you. On the thing. Made you look. Anyways, so... What is the game that you always say you're going to beat me at? It's a racing game. Did we lose her? We lost her. No. She says she wants to beat me at Mario Kart. I was about to roast her for that, but it didn't work. Babe, we've lost you. This is Lebanon, by the way. What time is it now? The electricity. It's 10 p.m. I think she had an electricity cut. Oh God, this country. Well, that prematurely ends the section with Vanessa. I wanted to say goodbye to everybody. Hold on. Let's see if we can bring her back on. No, she's out. That sound doesn't mean it's even ringing. No, Carla, it was Mario Kart. Yeah, I think the electricity cut out in Lebanon. That's where we're at in Lebanon. People are like, why is there a revolution in Lebanon? Because it's 2020. We don't even have electricity 24 hours a day. Well, that ends our segment with Vanessa. It was wonderful, though. Shout out to my girl for coming through when we needed a guest super quick. Oh, missed call from Vanessa. She's back. No, still says connecting. There we go. Uh-huh. She's back, ladies and gentlemen. She's back. Is she? It stopped ringing, but we don't see her. Vanessa, we don't see... Something's happening. I always feel like... Yeah, it's not happening. Yep, it died. We'll try one more time. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't look like it's gonna work. Vanessa, you will be missed on the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my girlfriend, Vanessa Khattar. Thank you very much for joining us, babe, and saving the special guest segment. It is much appreciated. I think now you guys know it is very dark right now. Putting two sunglasses on top of each other makes it very dark. Okay, so I think you guys know now what time it is. Okay, let's go and skip back to this. Babe, when you're back, just shout out in the comment section so I know that you weren't bombed. She is calling. Did somebody say... Oh, she's calling you at the same time. I thought I read something else. You can take your glasses off now. No, I can't, Ahmed Kuptan. Okay, we're gonna take callers. Are you guys ready for that? Let's. How do you know I have the biggest forehead in the world? I have up space above and below my forehead. She's returned.
What happened?
Did the electricity cut?
No, I'm on 4G, whatever. ما بعرف شو صار.
It's Lebanon. Lebanon happened.
It's 10, so maybe now everyone is online or something.
Maybe they're tuning in right now. Maybe we're breaking the internet. You and I.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's
maybe
what it is.
we are.
There's no other explanation. Vanessa, you said that you could beat me at Mario Kart. Is that true?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
I've trained all my childhood to beat you at that.
At Mario Kart. But are you okay with failure? Because you will fail. Like, there's no way you can beat me at Mario Kart. It's impossible.
You'll see. No, you'll see.
You sound very sure.
I'm confident.
You're confident. Yes, when we are in the same country together, hopefully...
We're going to stream that.
Hopefully in the next 7 or 8 years, not later.
9, I would say.
You think 9? I think 9 too. I will bring my Nintendo Switch and we will live stream Mario Kart together.
Yes.
And
we should.
If you beat me at Mario Kart, what do you want? What is the bet? We have to set the wager now, and I'm gonna take this moment in time and save it. So you can have anything you want. What would it be? What do you win?
Should I answer now?
Yeah.
That's so hard. Like, I don't know what to say. What do I want?
You should ask me. I'm setting this up just for my answer.
Yeah?
Yeah. So now you have to, if you want more time to think about it, you have to ask me now. You have to go, well, okay, wait. Before I tell you what I want, Nemr, what would you want if you won?
Ben, what would you want? Because I think I know what I want.
Okay, what do you want?
I want you to post a video that you failed at it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna live stream
officially on Instagram. Yeah. No. I mean like a full-on speech, not about the Thawra, not about anything, about how you failed and you lost at Mario Kart with me.
Okay.
To me or whatever.
To you. Now ask me what I want if I win.
What do you want?
Nothing, because I already have you, and that's all I ever wanted.
Oh, yeah. I'm clapping for
you. Know, it's tough when you're this good. You know, it's like a curse.
You are. You always get me. Like that's amazing.
It's a curse. It's terrible. But I mean, I have to live with it. You know, and if I'm lucky, you'll live with it too. Hey, come on! I'm on fire here. I'm on fire.
You are.
Babe, I'm man on fire.
Yes. Oh.
Brought it back full circle. Babe, I want to take callers. I would actually love for you to be on the phone with us, but you can't hear the callers. I still don't have that technology. So I'm going to have to...
Wait, what if I put my
there's delay. But there's delay.
Ah, that's true.
So look, when we're in the same country together...
Was I entertaining?
You were very entertaining. Comment section, was she entertaining? Okay, I think she was wonderful. Happy? Yeah, you're getting a lot of claps.
That was very... Thanks.
You were very what?
Appreciated.
I appreciate you. Are you kidding me? You came on the show for me. Thanks, babe. I appreciate it. You just showed the world.
Got your back.
You just, hey, that's my girl right there. Okay, amazing interview. Look at that. Bravo. You're getting a thing. I feel like we are all a third wheel in this romantic date. Stacy, that's hilarious. That is so funny. The best.
You want to tell them the story of our first date?
She should have her own show. You want me to tell them the story of our first date?
What you thought of me, and Akram, I think, is watching us, by the way.
Okay, so for everybody wondering, let me explain to you what happened and how I met Vanessa. There's a guy called Akram who's in the comment section. I think he's here. He hit me up. He's like, there's this girl. She's the greatest girl in the world. She's unbelievable. I want you to meet her. And I said, dude, I'd love to. Why the hell don't you go out with the girl? And he's like, no, I'm in love. I'm going to get married. I know the woman of my dreams. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. Because, you know, when somebody calls you up, a guy, and he's like, this girl, there's nobody like this girl in the world, then you're like, okay, so I guess she's ugly. I mean, why are you sending her my way instead of you going after her? So he gives me her number on WhatsApp, and we start talking on WhatsApp for like, what was it, 2 months or something before we met? 2 months before we met, we started talking on WhatsApp. And I sent you how many voice notes so I could hear your voice? I would send her a voice note. Like, hey, how's it going? Good to meet you.
I would say over 100. Like, hey, how are you? But just in my defense, okay?
Reply with text.
He doesn't send, Nemr, wait. He doesn't send like a 1 minute voice note, 40 seconds, 20 seconds voice note. he would send like 5 minutes. Like if I have to actually answer to everything you're saying.
Well, I mean, I
can't
was sending long voice notes so that it would be tiring for you to
No,
type.
but some of them, no. Also, in your defense, some
Yes.
of them were part of your comedy bits. So
True. That's
I'm
true.
exaggerating, right?
That's very true.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so yeah,
we talked for
you can carry.
a couple of months. You finally sent me a voice note after like 3 weeks. And what did I reply with?
And you celebrated. You were like, finally, I heard your voice.
Because I was like, this girl doesn't send voice notes. I was afraid she'd reply to you like, I really enjoy talking to you. It's fantastic. Like something like really messed up. She was the Antichrist or something. Then I finally came to Lebanon and we went and we had dinner. After 2 months of buildup, I finally got to take you out to dinner. And we went to dinner.
Yeah.
And tell everybody what before I tell them what my interpretation of that date was, how did you feel about that date when it was over?
Okay, for me, I'm a person who gets extremely shy. Just so
don't defend yourself. I'm asking you a specific question.
I'm not defending. I'm just saying the truth. Well, okay, wait. So I'm building up the thing to whatever you're about to say. So give me a second here. So we went on a date, and for me, I don't talk and I don't open up random conversation, as you might know, from now. And I was like, no, I'm going out with Nemr on a date. I should start conversations and talk, and I was bringing up subject out of my ass, just trying to get stuff. For me, I was extremely fun, outgoing, and I had so much fun on our first date. Like, I was having the time of my life.
And did you like me on the first date?
I actually liked you a lot.
Okay. When I dropped Vanessa off back home, I really liked her, and I was heartbroken that after 2 months, she seemed to not even like me in the slightest. That's what I came off for the first date. I was like, that girl, the body language, I make great conversation. I was like trying to make conversation with you, and you would just stare at me, and then you would... And then you would switch the subject. Like I talk to you about something, and then you'd be like, "So computers, how?" And I'm like, "What the So I left, and I really liked you. I really, really liked you, and I felt terrible that it didn't go well. So then Akram, WhatsApps me, bro. How was the date? Tell me, because Akram was like, matchmaker extraordinaire, and I was like, dude, let me tell you, that girl, one of the most beautiful women, if not the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. She's breathtaking. I really, really like her, man. And I've already liked her from WhatsApp, but we've been talking for like 2 months. So there's no real, I know she isn't shy. Like, we know each other really well. I'm pretty sure she didn't like me. Like, thanks for trying, but she clearly wasn't into me. And then he's like, be right back. And he copied and pasted a message from you, because apparently he had asked you that, and you said that something along the lines like you get a star or something, right? What was it?
Yeah, you get a star like on the forehead, like kids, because it was a great.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she liked me. So then I asked you out for the second date, but there was a good chance that I wasn't going to ask you out because I was so convinced when I pulled up to your house, and there's the whole pressure of a first kiss and all of that stuff. Yeah. By the way, for everybody watching, this is a halal show. Me and Vanessa only hold hands. That's the most we've progressed. But there's always a pressure for the first kiss. So I'm driving. I'm like pulling in. It's the first date. We've been talking for 2 goddamn months. So I'm like, I got to put on my moves. I got to get ready with my suave. I hadn't even put the brakes on the car yet. You were already out of the door. So like I was pulling up in front of your house. And you're like, okay, bye. And then you were just out of the freaking thing. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, okay, wow, that's terrible. You know what I'm saying? It was heartbreaking. I drove back home slowly. Like I was just, but then
disappointed.
Not disappointed in myself because I was like, I missed out. This girl is a catch.
I was so happy. I was having so much fun. And on the way back, I was talking to you about random things. It was a long drive. I don't know what you were on about.
Anyways,
for him, I was just cold.
What? No, you told me.
My body language said
you were very
always.
Yeah, which was dope. But lucky me.
Nibad in the comment section said Nibal, my friend. She was like, same with my first date with her, so don't worry about it.
By the way, it does bear mentioning. I've heard from a lot of your friends that you, in first impressions, are known for coming off cold. Right? That's what I've heard.
Because I get very shy.
You get shy, and I didn't know that.
That's my way of like.
Yeah, but you're the only person who gets shy with full eye contact. This is Vanessa shy, like just looking right at you. And you're just like, what the hell's going on? Why does she hate me so much? Claire Basile said, can we get Akram's number? He sounds like the wingman of the year. He really is, Claire.
Claire Basile. Claire is our friend, Claire, from the group of Akram. If that, I cannot see the comment.
It's scrolled up. Claire Basile, she's on YouTube.
Claire, my friend who came visited me in Paris during Fashion Week.
Oh, no way, really?
Claire. Yeah.
Hey, Claire, how's it going? Welcome to the show. And there's Akram. He just popped up there it is, Akram Abu Khalil. He's right now in the comment section right there. I'm pointing at his chat before it moves up right there.
Okay, yeah.
He's there. It's going to pop up right there. That's Akram now. I'm just going up with Akram. Babe, I'm going to take some callers now. I do want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a ride or die girl. I appreciate it. I loved having you. It was good seeing you.
Me too. Thank you for having me.
See you in a few years. Bye, my love. Bye. Love you, babe.
Bye.
Bye. That was our special guest for the day. I hope you guys had a good time. Thank you to Vanessa for stepping through. I'm telling you, we lost our guest at the last second, and I wasn't just going to leave this as a dead segment, so I picked up the phone. I was like, babe, I need you, babe. I need you. Akram's Lebanese dating agency. I'm telling you, man, Akram did a good job. Somebody asked me why I'm wearing 2 sunglasses. The answer is, why not? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take phone calls right now. We're going to open it up. Thank you guys for being so nice in the comment section as well. Means a lot to me. I didn't want to have to go and fight you on the side of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys, let's open up the phone lines. Thanks again to Vanessa. Let's take a look here. What am I looking at? We're going to Ask Reddit. By the way, for everybody wondering about Akram's influence on my life, he's had 3 main influences. The most powerful influence is, of course, Vanessa. The second most powerful influence he's had on my life is Akram. When I first came to America and I started touring here, he was part of an organization, or basically he headed a thing called the Lebanese Collegiate Network, LCN. And what was amazing about the Lebanese Collegiate Network is it united all Lebanese students from all over the world, and they basically from all over America, all the Lebanese clubs in all the universities, and it was the Collegiate Network, and they brought them all together, and he helped me promote my shows to get the word out that I was here. So he was a big part of my professional success. And the third way that he's been a huge part of everything is this right now. It was his idea. He hit me up on WhatsApp. He said, I'm loving the podcast. I'm just wondering, have you heard of Ask Reddit? And I said, yes, of course. And he goes, why don't you go on Ask Reddit, where we are right now, find a question and ask people to answer that question and call. That way, I think it would be a lot of fun. I'm like, that's actually a fucking great idea. So this is Akram's idea as well. Okay, so let's take a look at these questions right here and find one so that we can open up the phone lines and see what your answers are, okay? What sucks the most about getting older? Which type of personality can you not stand at all whatsoever? I like this question. I think this question's a good one. Oh, actually, I did get a question. So today I'm going to do this. Next time I'm going to do a question submission that I got on WhatsApp from one of our viewers who reached out to me on WhatsApp and said, can you ask people what they would do if they had $1 million? So that's going to be our question next week. But for now, what type of personality can you not stand at all whatsoever? That is our question of the day. What type of personality can you not stand at all whatsoever? Give me a call. We're taking the calls right now. And make sure that if you're calling the show for the first time, please do me a favor and send me your name and where you live, so that after the show, when I add you guys back into the contacts, we can actually, I have you, logged in properly and all of that good stuff. There's the number. Here's the phone. Give me a call. Let's get this show on the road. Wow, there's a lot of you today. We got from Detroit, we got Caesar on the line. Caesar, hail Caesar. How's it going, brother?
Hey, hello.
How are you, my friend?
Great, great. I'm calling Nemr.
Yes, you are calling Nimmer. This is he.
Yes.
Caesar, what is the what is why did you say I'm calling Nimmer like that? That was really, did you think you're not talking to me?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I thought I'm not talking to you, man.
You thought you were talking to like some secretary. It's like, hi, I'm calling Nimmer. I'm here. Let me see if he's available right now.
Yeah, I got confused.
Caesar, what is a personality trait that you absolutely despise? What kind of what type of personality can you not stand at all?
Fake people.
Fake
Stuff like that.
Fake people. Define fake.
Fake people.
What makes somebody fake to you?
Like typical Lebanese that will have a brand new car. That's funny. Brand new car, but they don't have money to put gas into it. And like they say, I go here, there, and just fuel it, and they say live. And
I love that you said they don't have gas for their car, and then you use the Arabic word fueli, which is fuel, which is gas.
I thought fuel.
That's very funny. Fuel and gas.
Hey, Nemr.
Yes.
Nemr.
Yes.
I called you because I want to tell you that I really, really enjoyed the streaming today. It was perfect that your guest.
Oh, thank you, man.
Missed it, and I was very happy to see your. Girlfriend Vanessa. She's perfect, and we really enjoyed the
Habibi, man. Thank you.
It's too much fun. We laughed. We had a lot of laugh.
Man, at the end of the day, that's what this show is for, man. I love you too, dude. Thanks so much for calling me and telling me that. I mean, Vanessa is definitely my better half, so I'm very glad that you felt that way too.
Keep talking French, man, because I was dying here.
My French is impeccable. C'est impeccable. Ma commodité de la langue de français est superbe, géniale, sacré bleu. La meilleure.
I want to tell you something also. Father Tony says hello to you.
Man.
And he said chocolat bonbon, fromage.
Wait, is Father Tony watching?
No, but I'm not sure. But he's in Ohio. He transferred to Ohio to different church.
No, wait, what? Father Tony's no longer in Michigan?
No longer in St. Rafka, Michigan.
Oh my God!
He transferred. Yeah.
Where is he in Ohio? Okay, wait. For everybody watching right now, Father Tony is possibly my favorite, one of my top 5 priests that I know. I've toured the world, and I always, the church always does an amazing job of organizing the diaspora of Lebanese community. Not just Christians, Christian, Muslim, the whole deal. They bring them all together. In Oklahoma, the church had all the Muslims and Christians and Jews, everybody together for picnics every week. It was amazing. So I always meet a lot of priests, and Father Tony is just the most beautiful soul. He's just such a wonderful man, and he was for the St. Rafka Church in Michigan.
And he loves you and our community in Michigan. You know better. They love you a lot, and we're very proud of you, man.
God bless you.
I have one question for you. I asked it in the comment.
Yeah.
Are you planning on putting out your special in Netflix?
No, I'm going to put it out online.
Oh, okay. All right.
The reason is it's not my decision. So if Netflix want my special, I mean, they would come and say, we want your special. But the honest truth is, with the coronavirus going on and everything going on, you know what? I'm going to close with you, and I'll give a quick explanation to everybody. All right?
All right.
So
awesome.
tune in.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Same here, bro. Take care.
Yeah, keep us proud.
Habibi, man. Thanks for the support, dude.
Habibi.
So let me just make one thing, come clean with you guys about something. So you guys know, before I continue taking calls. And let's get serious for a second so that you guys know that I'm not messing around here. That story I told earlier about, doing my own special and making it, I kind of followed through on another approach. And for the past 2 years, I've been working on a project that I was planning to really make an impact on the world and to make the world a better place and to make my people proud, Lebanese people. Like that was and to make Americans proud and to make I wanted to bring the world together in a beautiful way. So for the past 2 years, I've worked on an incredible project with a lot of incredible people. We put a lot of money into it. We filmed a lot of stuff. And just before the lockdown, we went and we pitched 2 years of work to all the major networks here in America. And sadly, the coronavirus has ruined all of that. It's gone. So, shows right now aren't really happening. So that's gone. And you know what? You got to learn to kind of roll with the punches in this life. I've been around long enough to be okay with that. And I'll admit, man, it hurt. When you put that much time and effort into something, it's not easy to not see it happen. So my whole strategy was based around the way the industry is right now. When you have a comedy special, the networks want a comedy special, but they want a comedy special plus. Like they want their own star with their own TV show and everything going on and their comedy special. So love isn't the answer. Future is now all of these stuff. I've filmed them and I've had them, and really they were meant to be. They were meant to be for for when we sell the show. The show isn't sold, and the specials aren't sold. That's why I'm going to release them online, because it's done. What's done is done. And I can sit down and get upset about it and say to myself, this sucks and I hate this and I put so much work into it. Or I can say, man, I got a lot of stuff I can share with people right now and make them happy and laugh. I didn't get into this business to get famous. I didn't get in this business to make money. I got into this business to make people laugh. So that doesn't change. So when people ask me, when are you going to be on Netflix? I love that question, because it means they want to see me there. They want to see me get to there. And the answer is maybe one day. I'm incredibly proud of being on Showtime, because Showtime at the time and still today is a cable TV station. So they have programmed television. So people who are fans of Shameless saw me for the first time after they aired my special right after Shameless and before Ray Donovan. Whereas in Netflix, you have to search for my name. So the exposure was way better for me as an emerging artist at the time. But right now, really, it's just kind of like, it is what it is. My special... I have a clip, Nemr fighting ISIS with jokes online, and it's got over 500,000 views. I don't do any promotion. I just put it out there. So I was like, let me just put out everything and let millions and millions of people enjoy it. And I'm going to put it up on my website for $5. So if anybody wants to buy it, you can, but you don't have to, because there should never be a barrier to entry for comedy. And some people might say, but $5 is nothing. That's fine. In this day and age, $5 is a lot of money. And in fact, $5 might be way more money than people have right now. And in my home country, man, Lebanon, dude, nobody has $5. I mean, even if they have them, they can't access them because the banks shut their money away. So can I consciously put a barrier to happiness and laughter? I can't. That's why we're doing the show, and it's always going to be for free. And then the comedy specials are going to come out, and that's going to be for free too. But if you got some money to spare, I figured I'd recoup some of my costs, because I sunk all my savings into this stuff. Throw in $5, buy yourself a special. But feel free to share it with your friends for free. This is comedy, man. It's supposed to be for everybody. And your support, and upstairs, there's people looking out for me. I've been blessed. I'm so blessed my entire life with so much. I've gone through incredible hardship, but you'll never see it on my face, and you'll never hear it in my voice, and you'll never see me affected by it, because every hardship that I've encountered has been answered back with a blessing 1,000 times more than that I don't even carry the scars around with me. So I want you all to know that whatever happens, whether I get to big networks or I don't, I just want you to know that for me, getting to you is really that's really where I want to be. So if I make it onto HBO or Netflix or something, it would mean something, especially on HBO, because and most comics aren't thinking that way. But for me, I want to get on HBO because when I first fell in love with comedy, it was on HBO. So for me, it's an emotional thing. But what's really important is that I get through to you guys. So every time I get a person on WhatsApp adding me, every time I see you guys in the comment section, our regulars who are here every comment section, from Russia, Stacy, Keanu Reeves, Zaka, Mortanius, all of you, the community we're building. I mean, I've been on Showtime. I've stood in front of audiences of 5 and 10 and 12,000 people. I've done incredible things in my life. I've been on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine in the Middle East. This feels better to me. It really does. It makes me so happy. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew where I stood on that, how much you mean to me. It means you mean more to me than anything. So I don't need money. I got you. I mean, I need money to pay my rent. I'm good. I'm doing fine. We're going to get through this. It's not going to be a problem. But what I do need, and you can't buy it, you have to earn it through hard work, is your love and support. So I thank you so much for that. Now let's get back to the phone calls. And I want you guys to let me know what personality trait you don't like. You want to know what personality trait I don't like? Negativity. Negative people. People who make excuses. I can't stand it. I'm a guy who's never made excuses. When I fail, I come out and I say I failed. It didn't work out. I launched a big thing in Lebanon once called Take Entertainment Back. I put everything into it, failed epically. I kept all of the videos online so people could learn from my failure. No excuses. There's no excuses. Even if somebody works against you, oh, it didn't happen because somebody ruined it for me by doing this, it's your fault for letting that happen. You know what I'm saying? It's no excuses. There's no reason why you can't make the best out of a situation unless, of course, you're dead or it's a disease or something. So we'll keep it real. Right now, I worked for 2 years on a project, sunk all my savings into it, did everything I could to get the project off the ground, worked with some incredible people, and coronavirus came. No excuses. There's no reason I should be negative whatsoever. Yes, that project failed, but look at all the other success I had, man. Look at the girlfriend I have in my life, my sister who loves me and I love. My parents are still alive and healthy. My best friend is with me every day. We don't see each other, but George is in the comment section. We're always talking. Michael in the comment section. We're always talking. Rabia in the comment. I can talk to friends. I have people who love me. Look at all of you guys. Look at all these blessings. Who gives a shit if you lose one thing? No excuses. There's never an excuse to be negative. There's never a reason for you to take out your anger and frustration on people ever. And if you're in a bad place, then reach out to the people you love and internalize. Don't internalize it. Reach out and talk to them. Just don't show the world. You know, I've said this before on the show. They say if they criticize Christianity and they say that Jesus was weak because he said turn the other cheek. Nobody understands what turn the other cheek means. Nobody does. Priests don't. Nobody does. I do. And it infuriates me that people don't talk about this. That is one of the most powerful things. It doesn't matter if you're Christian, by the way. Right? And everybody who's been watching the show knows I don't discuss my faith. So I'm not talking as a person who was raised a Christian. Nobody knows. I assure you, nobody knows what my relationship with faith is. I've never told you, and you won't, when you hear it, you'd be shocked. Okay? That's all I'll say. Doesn't mean I'm not faithful. Doesn't mean that I am. That's all I'll say. But the wisdom that you can gain from reading any religious text or any text, whether it's Socrates or a book by John Grisham or the Bible or the Holy Quran or anything, the wisdom is there. Turn the other cheek. If somebody does you wrong, if somebody slaps you across the face, that leaves a mark right here. Now, you can choose to go into society with this mark, right? You can walk into society like this, which means this slap changes you. Because when somebody slapped you, you no longer trust people, right? You no longer, I've been cheated on in relationships before, right? So if I allowed that slap in the face, that right there, right, of getting cheated on, if I allowed it to change who I am and no longer trust women or say all women are fucking bitch cheaters, blah, 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 become an incel or some shit like that, right? If I allowed that to change who I am as a person, then I went and when I met the next girl, I treated her like she was a liar. I punished her for the mistakes of somebody else. Then I'm walking with that slap on my face. That now defines me. That person's energy is now a part of me. But because I chose to turn the other cheek, I showed the world who I am, who I want them to know me as. I want them to know me as this person, not this person. I turned the other cheek. When you turn the other cheek, you choose how to present yourself to the world. And when you do that, then you are in control. Anytime you let somebody's actions change you, they have become a part of you. It doesn't matter if you've dumped them, if you've moved on. If you let their actions change you, yes, you must learn from the actions, but it's not supposed to fundamentally change who you are. You don't become spiteful if you weren't spiteful. That's all I'm saying. So when you say turn the other cheek, it's very, very important. So that is the personality trait I hate negative people. I hate people who make excuses. Let's jump into the phone calls and hear from you guys. Numbers right there. Don't forget, if you haven't called before and I don't have your name and your number, you got to make sure that you call in, that you send me your name and where you live so that I have it over here. So I want to know your personality trait. Why isn't it answering? Did it answer? Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Jawad, how's it going? We have Jawad calling us from Lebanon. Am I correct?
Yes, Jawad Asfahani, man.
Jawad, how you doing, brother?
I'm good.
What is a personality? Sorry, go ahead.
That was good what you were saying about slapping.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I hope that means something to you, and it seems it did. So thank you.
I got slapped once, but I was wondering if I can go back to the question of the previous podcast.
What was the question of the previous podcast? I forgot it.
Which is something stupid in school or in university.
I mean, no, you have to state. You can send me a voice note, but you have to tell us for this question, because then other people who might tune in now might get confused.
Okay, no problem.
So tell us
what
what's
really irritates me.
Yeah, what irritates you? What's a personality trait?
Negativity, man. Negativity.
Mm-hmm.
You have dreams, you have hopes, and someone will come and told you, no, this will not work.
I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah, I mean, I have a dream of doing something really big, and I believe in someone. I went to him. I told him, I have the next big things I want to do. He said, what? I told him my project. He said, no, this will not work. You will lose money.
Did he at least give you? Did he at least give you like constructive criticism? Like, did he tell you?
No. He said, trust me.
I hate that. I hate that. I hate when people just brush you off. Like, trust me. I know. No, tell me. Like, help me. If you know something I don't know, tell me, because this dream is not going to die.
They don't provide you solution. He just, he give you that look. Trust me, it will not work.
Because do you know why? Do you know why people do that? As somebody who's faced so much of that in my life, people do that because they can't fathom the fact that you might do something that they were too afraid to do. So to be able to live with themselves, they try to bring you. They bring you down to your
the right way.
What's that?
And because they are scared, man. They are scared that you end up doing it right, and you being really successful with it.
Yeah, but
they can't do it.
What I'm saying is that's not their main fear. Their main fear is that. So let me put it to you this way, okay? Let's say I'm an insecure person and I'm married, and I tell my wife and my kids every day, if I didn't grow up in Lebanon, I would have been an amazing soccer player, let's say, okay? I was amazing, I was an athlete, but because I was in Lebanon, there was no infrastructure, I couldn't be a soccer player. And then a Lebanese guy or a girl starts to get famous as a soccer player. They start to achieve their dreams.
Yes.
Now they're in Europe. Now they're playing for the club league. Now that person who's been using that excuse their entire lives has to face their own children and their wife. So what do they say? That person is better than me? Very rarely will somebody admit that. What they end up saying is they try to bring that person. They will bring that person down. Hear this out. They will bring that person down to their level. So what they'll end up saying is they'll say, oh, they made it because they had rich parents, so their parents basically paid for everything. They made it because they're gay and they slept with the coach. They made it because, and they start. That's how rumors start to get spread, and that's how things happen. I've had rumors about me that are hysterical. People like Nemr made it because he's rich. I not even close. Came from a very, very low to middle class family, and I'm super proud of that. We built ourselves up. Nemr made it because he's gay. Dude, first of all, I wish I was gay because gay people are fucking awesome. They have great taste, but that's not the case. And they said that I slept with people to get to the top. I'm like, I'm not even at the top. How the fuck did I sleep my way there? That's amazing. I've had wild accusations.
Can you imagine? Hello. Can you imagine a gay Nemr? How it will be?
A gay Nemr would be the most awesome. The only way that I could be better than me right now.
Awesome gay in the world.
I would, if I was gay, sometimes I wish I was gay, just so that I could just clap back at people who hate gay people. Like from a perspective of I am in the LGBTQ community, because I hate discrimination. I've always been a guy who's with the underdog, and I hate when people hate on people just for who they are. That's why the Egyptian actor who came out supporting his son's sexual reassignment surgery was such a beautiful thing on such a high level, because you need to stand up for these people. Gay Nemr would be 6'5", that's $1.95 m, just as hairy, just as powerful, but I would look way better, I would speak way better, and I would be ripped. So I'd be like a triple threat. Be amazing.
Show us your gay Nemr look.
My gay Nemr look is more aggressive than this, because what a lot of people don't understand is that some gay people can become like hi, and then there's other gay people who are just like
Exactly.
ultra fucking aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, dude, thanks so much for calling in, man. This was a great conversation. And send me a voice note. Send me a voice note with what you wanted to say in answer to the.
I just wanted everyone to laugh because my story with my German teachers.
Yeah.
It will kill you, man.
Send it to me in a voice note so I can play it. So I can play it at the top of the next episode. All right.
I will.
Take care, my brother. Bye-bye, man.
Stay safe, brother.
Bye-bye. You too.
Bye-bye, brother.
I have somebody asking Nemr, please explain the sunglasses. You had to be here to know why. This was a thing that developed throughout the show. It cannot be explained. Much like my excellence, it is without explanation. It just is. Let's see who we got on the line. Whoop, what happened? Oh, that closed immediately. Okay, that's not what we wanted. One of our favorite callers on the show, a Miss Carla Nakad is on the line. Carla, how's it going?
Finally, I was able to reach you. Thank you, Jesus, I was able to reach you.
Finally, it's happening to me, and you want to hide it. Carla Nakad, welcome back to the show. What is a personality?
I actually miss you guys.
We miss you too, by the way. It's been
your voice.
A few episodes that we haven't been able to talk to you on. You haven't gone through.
ما كل ما احكيك بتحط لي call decline كسرنا التليفون.
I'm not call declining you. Why do people think I'm declining them? Do you really think I could call decline? Let me show everybody here. Take a look at these things pop. Is it showing? So every time you see this missed call, missed voice call, missed voice call, missed voice call, missed voice call, you look at these things, just open this one. Okay? Missed call, missed call. It closes for you. Do you see how many? Look at this. These are all people who have called since I opened the line. Do you really think I've had the time to turn off every single call as we go through? Carla.
لا عم بمزح, I'm just kidding.
I would never close
بدي
the
أقول لك
phone.
خبرية بس.
Let's hear it, but you have to say it in English, Carla. We got people who don't speak Arabic.
Deal.
Yes.
So we were playing cards when you first started the podcast.
Okay.
So my mom, my cousin, my sister, my dad was sitting. So I told them when Nemr comes to Lebanon, I'm going to invite him to dinner with Vanessa.
Yo.
So you know what my mom told?
Yeah.
لازم تجي.
Are you kidding me? Free dinner and with your family? Yes. An honor and a privilege. An honor and a privilege. I'll be there.
Free mashawi.
Free mashawi? Done. Done. I'm going to get a ticket right now. What did your mom say?
You know what my mom told me? He would have a special show just by watching how our family interacts. And I started to laugh.
I don't know your family, but I'm sure I would. Every Lebanese family is the most insane family you'll ever meet until you meet the next family. So I must say, and you're a bit crazy yourself because you're tuning into the show. So that means that you've got a little spice to you. You know what I'm saying? So
I am honored.
I'm very excited.
I love you, man.
I love you too, Carla. You tell your family, your parents, everybody that as soon as I'm back to Lebanon, I'm bringing Vanessa and we're going to come and eat mashewi and have a great old time. It's going to be a very funny time. And I can't wait to hear your mom and your dad's jokes. It's going to be a great, great time. Carla, you didn't answer.
My dad speaks six.
I was about to say goodbye to you and you didn't answer the question. What is the personality trait that you don't like? Oh,
double-faced people ring a bell.
Double-faced people.
Double-faced people. God, how I hate people. They say I love you in your face and they hate you behind your back.
Those are the worst. Those are some of the worst people.
I can't bear such people. Yeah. I lived with them for 8 years and my job, and I really cannot stand such people.
Ah, man, when you have people who you work with that are like the worst people and you have to be with them every single day, it is the worst thing in the world. It's worst. It's very
toxic, you know?
It is. That's why you should just murder them. Just take a gun and just silent. Put a silencer and just walk by and then call out their name. What was the first name of somebody you hated in your work?
My first... can you repeat the question? I didn't hear it very well.
What is the first name of somebody that you once hated at your work? Just their first name.
I prefer not to say. Maybe they're watching.
No, like
Half
what
my
if
friends are watching?
Oh shit! Okay, forget about it. Okay, I'm gonna say that her name is, and I'm presuming is it a woman or a man? Let's just give me the sex.
It's a woman, dude.
It's a woman. It's a woman, dude. That's the thing right now that you should know. There are women out there with penises. So I got to know, when you say it's a woman, dude, what kind of, are we talking about?
It's a woman.
It's a woman.
No.
Not a woman, dude. It's a Stacy, not a Stacy, right? It's neither. Okay. So here's what you do. I'm going to use a different name since we got Stacy Sulsnova in the chat. I don't want her to think we're talking about her. I'm going to use a different generic Kelly. We're going to call your girl Kelly that you hate in your workplace, okay? Kelly! So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put a silencer on your gun, and then you're going to walk by and use a Russian accent. Very important. So you have to get her attention. You have to go, Kelly, look at me. And she'll be like, oh, hey, how's it go? And then you walk out. And then as you're walking away, you have to have an epic line. What would your line be after you assassinate your arch nemesis, Kelly? What would you say?
What would I say?
I have a great tagline. Kelly was a character in Saved by the Bell, a TV show when I was growing up. So you'd shoot her, you'd be like, Kelly, look at me. And she turns around, she goes, why is there a gun in your hand? Oh my God. And then you go, I want you to look at the face of the woman who will kill you. And you shoot her right between the eyes. She dies. And then as you walk away, you say, I guess you weren't saved by the bell. And then you walk. That's it. That's done. That's how you do it.
بس بدك تساعدني نمر. You're gonna help me with that when you come here.
I'll be the accent. I'll watch you do the murder, but I'll be like, she killed you. I'll walk up to the corpse after you've murdered her. I'll be like, are you happy now? You have been killed. She has killed you.
God, you make me laugh. I really like the way you make us laugh.
You were a piece of shit. You were a piece of shit to our friend, and now she killed you. I will kill you again. Give me gun, and I'll take the gun, and then I'll shoot her too. I got you. I got your back, Carla, and I'm happy that I make you laugh. It means the world to me. Thanks so much for joining us, Carla.
Love you, Nemr. Take
Love you
care,
too.
dude.
Bye-bye.
Care.
Bye. Take care. Bye.
Bye, Nemr.
Bye-bye. Let's take some more. Let's take some more callers. Let's take more caller on the phone. Call me. I talk to you. We have conversation. We find out what do you like, what don't you like. You know, it's all from Mother Russia. It's very nice. Hello. Who are you talking to right now?
Hello?
Yes, hello. Who's this?
This is Mohammed, man.
Mohammed, how's it going, brother?
Good, bro. How you going?
I can tell from your accent. I have to ask, Aussie?
Melbourne, mate. Yep.
You're supposed to say oi, 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 not Melbourne, mate.
I'm still like a new Aussie though.
Oh, you're a new, but you have the accent, man. You got it down.
I do, because my mom was Australian. That's why.
From Australia.
Yeah, mate.
From Australia. All right, you get a lawyer, huh? I like how Australians, I always like the accent because Australians have a musicality to the end of a word. You know, they'll say things like, here in Australia, you know, we get a lawyer, and then you're like, it's not 100%. How it goes in it. Like it's got a not an in it, but I don't have it down. I hope I get to do my shows in Australia sooner rather than later, so that I can master the accent there. It's
I was looking forward for it, mate. I was looking. Forward
we haven't canceled the shows, but I mean it's just looking unlikely. I mean, let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, because we had like a huge group of people that wanted to go and see it.
Man, you know what's crazy is that Melbourne and Sydney, in like 2-3 days, I was going to announce that they were sold out, and that we were going to add shows. Like it was going to be a historic run. So you know what? It is what it is. Let me ask you a question right now. First of all, what's your name?
Mohammed.
Mohammed, that's true. Mohammed, sorry. Mohammed, what kind of personality trait do you hate? What kind of personalities can you not stand? What is it?
I'm going to say fake people.
Fake people
for sure.
Yeah.
I especially
yeah, go ahead.
We do have a lot of them here as well, like in Australia. Makes it very hard.
Yeah. Is there any specific community, or is it Australians, or is it like Lebanese Australians?
You're pretty much talking about like a lot of Lebanese people are like that. Or if you want to get into like if you want to get super Australian with it, you'd say like wogs. I don't know if you've heard that.
Yes, yeah, that's true actually. What does WOG stand for? It was something wet off. What was it?
I've heard that it stands for like walking dogs.
No, WOG. I think it's an abbreviation, if I'm not mistaken. What does WOG mean, Australia? WOG is a slang word in the idiom of Australian English and British English. In the UK, it usually employed as an ethnic or racial slur, considered derogatory and offensive. In Australia, the term wog refers to Greeks, Italians, and other Southern European countries. And although it remains a slur, it is to some extent used as a self-descriptor. So people will actually describe themselves as wogs. But I'm trying to figure out what does it mean? The origin of the term is unclear. It was first noted by lexicographer F.C. Bowen in 1929. So I'm not sure what dictionaries say wog probably derives from the gollywog, a blackface minstrel doll character from children's books. The Adventures of Two Dutch Dolls and a Gollywog by Florence Kate Upton, published in 1895. Or it's from pollywog, a dialect term for tadpole that is used in maritime circles to indicate someone who has not crossed the equator. So,
mate,
that's
how could you go on talking like that for that long?
Oh, I was reading. I don't know that information.
Wow.
That's not my knowledge. Did you think I knew? Can you imagine if I was just like, well, actually, in 1925.
That makes sense.
In 1925, Kate Upton. So you don't like fake people?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anybody who's gonna fight you on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anybody who's gonna be like, no, fake people are the best. They're fantastic.
It's like I'm trying to get into the entrepreneurial. I don't know if I said that right.
You did.
Space, and there's a lot of people within this, like,
yes, there is
community or like group of people.
Yes, there is. You're right.
Yeah. So.
Well, man, I wish you best of luck in your journeys in the world of fakeness. May you come out as a supreme leader of reality and truth and gospel.
Thanks. Can I just add?
Yes, of course.
I want to just say thanks to like all the what do you call them? The first line health workers.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about Lebanon, I want to give a huge shout out to the army and everyone in the health sector. Everything they've been doing, mate.
Yeah.
Especially to my dad. Bob, I love you. My dad is both in the army and a doctor. So,
your dad's in the army and a doctor? Is he in Lebanon right now?
Yeah, he's both.
Oh, man. How's he doing? Is he all right? Like, do you talk to him?
He's all right. He's doing well.
Okay.
But it is hard. It is hard for everyone.
I'm sure it is, man. You make sure that you tell your dad hello from all of us and tell him Yatik Lafi Watan from me.
Thanks, mate.
All right, dude. Allah khalilak here, man. Thanks so much for calling, brother.
Thank you.
Take care.
Very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was a wonderful call, man. Let's take one more caller, guys. Let's take one more caller. So I'm just waiting for it to pop up on the screen here. And we're going to take it from... Oh, this is a very special call. I got to put my glasses on for this call because this isn't an everyday call. Let me just put my glasses back on because we're talking to a very cool person right now. So let me just... Michael Bayout on the phone. How's it going, brother?
Nemr, you have to help me, bro.
What do I have to do?
Nemr, I'm hiding in the closet, man. I've been in quarantine for 2 months. I'm hiding from Sarah, man. You need to help me out.
Should I Skype call you?
No, man. I don't think it's safe.
Okay, what's happening? Why are you hiding in the closet, Michael?
Bro, like, I can't take it anymore. Like 2 months, Sarah, 24/7. Like.
So I just want to ask you a quick question. When you say you're hiding in the closet, are you trying to come out as gay right now, or are you actually hiding in a physical closet?
I am hiding in a physical closet right now.
So you're not calling me and being like, man, I'm married to Sarah, and I'm hiding in the closet. I need your help to get me out of it. You've been talking about being gay, and I feel like I connected with it on a visceral level. That's not what you're saying.
No, I'm not trying to be French like you were trying to be before.
Okay, thank you. All right, just making sure. So why are you hiding from Sarah?
Bro, 2 months quarantine, it's crazy, dude. But I'm surviving here. I have my.
Yeah, but I bet you if we talk to Sarah, she would be the one who's trying to hide from you. Sarah's a fucking angel.
I have my drinks. I have my Nintendo Switch. I'm ready to go, man. But I'm running down on supplies. Can you send some reinforcements?
What do you need? Let me know. I got you, bro. I got you. What do you need?
Whatever you got, man. Maybe some of the famous Nemr burgers.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make some burgers. I'm going to come over and I'm going to sit outside your closet with Sarah and we're going to eat them.
What's going on, bro?
I miss you, dude. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I think it was a great episode.
Man, this ended up being one of the funnest episodes. Maybe we should not get guests anymore. Maybe that's what we've learned today. What we've learned is this should be the Nemr and Vanessa show, and it should just be me and her and a pair of sunglasses, and then you guys come in and George, and we take callers, and we just hang out. Maybe that's what we should be doing right now. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
By the way, you were trying to be a French guy, but you were looking way closer to a narco-terrorist from the Cali cartel circa 1990.
Right? I know. I looked at myself. I'm like, I don't look gay enough here. I don't know what I'm missing. I don't know what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be French. I don't know what it is. I couldn't do it. I wasn't powerful enough, man.
And then your Spanish, like your narco terrorist nickname would be Tigre, El Tigre.
El Tigre.
And be like, I'm Tigre, hijo del Victorio.
El Tigre.
I am here to liberate Colombia.
Yeah, that's it. I'll be like, you killed my father. Prepare to die. My name is El Tigre. You can't hear me. I'm actually playing guitar right now to the El Tigre. I could do the Grand Theft Auto. How is it again? Wait. That's it. That's it right there.
Yes.
They call me El Tigre. You killed my father. Prepare to die. And I will kill you.
We are going to kill Pablo Escobar.
This is the most stupid call in the world. Michael, I love you, bro. Bro, quarantine should be over in a few weeks. How epic is the barbecue going to be that we're going to do on a scale of 1 to 10? Tell the people. Tell the people right now who makes the greatest hamburgers, steaks in the goddamn world. Tell the people.
You forgot, and along with the barbecue chicken, it's definitely.
Dude, my barbecue chicken is fire. It comes out succulent. It's like it's fried chicken, but it's done on a barbecue because I am the man. I got it.
I wanted to answer the question, by the way. That's why
Let's hear. Yeah, by the way, I forgot. What is the people are asking if they can see the guitar. There's the guitar. There you go. So yeah, what is the personality trait that you hate?
I hate people who are passive aggressive and are not straightforward when they don't like someone.
Yeah. I hate that. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Go ahead.
Like you'll have people who, try to maybe criticize someone, but want to make sure that you have a nice perception of them, but they would go all passive aggressive.
Yeah.
And they're not straightforward. Having been born in the Northeast and lived there, and being in Lebanon, specifically in a place like Zgharta where you don't give a shit, you say what you think, and if you don't like it, I'll shoot you. It's something
right.
that I really got used to. So when you go to places where people are just all passive aggressive and not straightforward, when they don't like something about you, I love when people are passive aggressive. It's like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Okay, yeah, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Really, I'm fine. Okay, that's one of my favorite jokes for Robin Williams ever, when he would do stand up, had to do with being passive aggressive, and he basically would go, it's like passive aggressive Jesus, and he's like, during the Last Supper, Jesus sat everybody down, and he told all his disciples, he said, one of you will betray me tonight. And Peter asked, is it me, Jesus? And Jesus replied, no, my son, it is not. And Michael asked, is it me, Jesus? And he said, no, my son, it is not. And then Matthew asked, is it me, Jesus? And he said, no, my son, it is not. And then Judas asked, is it me, Jesus? Is it me, Jesus? Is it me, Jesus? It's one of the best jokes. Shout out to Mortanius, to Maria, to Vanessa, and Sarah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to all of them, dude. And shout out to Sarah, who's going to kick your ass when this phone call finishes, man. All right. I need to go back into hiding, bro. Take care of yourself, bro. Stay safe. Later. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. We had a good time today. Let me tell you. Thanks so much to everybody for calling in. This was a good time. I think it's time for us. This is a high note for us to end the show right now. I think it's... Ooh, right there.
Okay, so let's put some music. How about we play some music, jam out, and I tell you all goodbye to that beautiful tune. I wanted to put a different song today to jam out to, but I didn't prepare it. So I still have this song. I hope you guys don't mind that we jam out to a song we've jammed out to before, but I feel like we can do that. I feel like that's fine. Let me add an effect here to make my guitar a bit louder. Does it need to be louder? Oh, that sounds good. Right? Whoop. I think we can make it a bit louder. I want to make it a bit louder just so I can hear it a bit more. There's this cool effect that I found on this thing the other day, which really just brought it out here. Let's see what we got it here. See if I can find it. I was pretty sure it was that effect, but I put it on in the beginning and it came out totally different than what it was supposed to be. I'm like, that's not actually, I have it here on the metal one, so I can actually copy it. Let's see right here. I should save these, but I don't. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I was right. Okay. It was chromatic pitch. That is so bizarre. Let's go back to that thing right there. Bring in the mod. And let's go to... So what it is it's a pitch shifter, but it's a thing called chromatic pitch. Right there. Okay, that worked. So it is a chromatic pitch. Okay, dope. Load the defaults. Yeah, so basically with it on, this is with it off, right? So it'll... Wait, yeah, that's off. And then with it on, it gives it a bit of boost because it simulates that you have two guitars panned left and right somewhat. So now it just brings it in. Ah, yes. By the way, for everybody who's asking me for these songs to download them and the backing tracks and all of that stuff, I am going to make them all available this Saturday on our SoundCloud. And I know a lot of you are like, we have a SoundCloud? We do. I've never made it public, so I'll be making it public this Sunday. You guys will be able to get these songs, jam out to them, do whatever you want. Some people want to play on them and stuff. Listen to them. Also, I'm going to be making ringtones and alarms for you guys to wake up on. So those are going to come your way as well. Kind of like just being part of this stream, you get some extra benefits, you know? And without further ado, I'm going to play you guys a little tune and then tell you all goodbye because I love you so much. All right. Are you ready? Because this is the part of the show where I remind you to always take care and always wear underwear. It's powerful. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Guys, jam's over. I just broke the string. That's how you know you play the guitar right there. Is it showing? Is it showing on this? There it is. That's the... I just snapped the the E string. That's it. You got to take care and always wear underwear because we don't got any strings left. You know what I'm saying? Ha! Can't wear a string. You got to wear some real underwear now. Because I just got rid of the string. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Lens Flare Smith on Twitch. Jamil Shwede. I appreciate you so much. Call me Griffin. You got to find that underwear because you got to take care and take it. To not take it, but put it on. You know what I'm saying? Shadow Feather, guitarist problems indeed. Coxy Enormous is back. The Zaka, love seeing you here. Nicole Adam, goodbye. Diane Musa. Rasha Abu Hassan, you take care. Kinza Taibi, I love you. Keanu Reeves. Telegram, Sam Peace. Nakhli, Carla Nakad. Rasha Abu Hassan, as always. You guys have a good time. Take care of yourselves. Kathy MCC, love you so much. Habs Executor, thanks so much, my dude. K. Silius, the greatest show so far. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to my girl, Vanessa, for killing it with me today. Ali Ramal, thank you so much. Rachel Freja. Mortanius, Dalia Jabur. I love you too, little N. So weird without that bottom string. Goodbye, everybody. Take care of yourselves. I love you so much. Take care and always wear underwear. This Nemr out. You guys are the best, man. Best thing in the goddamn world. Bye-bye. Take care and always wear underwear.